All right, this is my introduction to James Gang. We talking King James? What we talking about here, man? I don't know. What is going down, world? Oh, welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today I'm checking out James Gang. Gang, 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 gang. You know how it is now, gang, 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 violence, gang, gang. Anyways, yeah, we're checking out James Gang. Walk Away, 1971. Now, the reason we've landed here, because we've been on a journey together, you guys. It started with a simple reaction by the Eagles, Hotel California. Now, that reaction has gone to Rumble, and I'll try to put the link in the comments, but at Black Pegasus Raps on Rumble, if you want to check out some of our Eagles reactions. I'm still going to put a couple on this channel from time to time, but Eagles reactions are difficult on YouTube. But I digress. I've learned a good amount about the Eagles, one being Joe Walsh, okay? So I was introduced to him through the Eagles, right? Then found out he had a solo career. One of my favorite songs, Life's Been Good. You guys helped me find that. What was it? Rocky Mountain Way, I believe, is the next song I checked out. And I just kept getting people like, yo, he started in a band called James Gang. And that's why we're here. Because on this journey, I want to see what's going on with these guys, you know? So with that being said, we're going to get this one started. If you're here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe. You know what it is. 40-year-old boys are back in town. 40. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, you guys, let me get the logo down, pull the video up. Don't forget, support the original stuff we're putting out there. I'm a rapper, so I put out music on the channel from time to time. But I did start a new channel, Pegasus vs. the World, where I take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and a little bit of travel. Again, over there, it's commentary. Here's where the music is, the music reactions. But if you vibe with my personality or something and you want to go support that channel, I would love you to do that. Also, if you want access to the reactions early, we do have a membership on this channel, which gives you that access. That link is in the description. There's never an obligation, but yeah, just shout out to all the members. It's crazy. We almost have like 1,000 members, which is pretty insane when I think about it. I was like, never did I think when I started doing reactions, because I've had this channel forever, but I didn't understand what a reaction was. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. I'm not going to ramble. Let's get into the music. But this is James Gang. Let me make sure I have it turned up enough. Some of these older songs are a little lower. Okay, yeah. There's Joe in the red. That's Joe Walsh, right? I think. Jimmy Fox, Joe Walsh. Okay, Jimmy Fox, Dale Peters, Joe Walsh.
Taking my time, choosing my line, trying to decide what to do. Looks like my step, I don't wanna get off, 'cause I got myself hung up on you. Seems to me, you don't wanna talk about it. Seems to me, you just turn your pity walk away.
Hold on, bro. Joe Walsh is really doing it. He's really doing it. He is really doing it. He's going in. Like, he sounds amazing. That's crazy. To hear the things that I've heard from Joe Walsh so far and think this is the beginning. Like, sometimes in the beginning, you're just not as good. Like, you're just, but he's freaking awesome. That's crazy. Bro, I listened to my first recordings. I have a couple of gems. A couple, but this is wild. This is wild.
Places I've known, think that I'm growing. Don't taste the same without you. Got my well-being, what else I've been. But I find myself stuck without you. Seems to me you don't wanna talk about it. Seems to me you just do your bit, breathe the day.
Bro, he's going crazy. Bro, this is the part of records that I love from the past. You see how this is really heavy and they're really getting into it, like the playing right there. Like, however, right now you can barely hear his voice because they're going so crazy. And I don't know if this was, if this was a live recording and they just left it like this in the mix, but I like it because it oozes authenticity. Yeah, the rawness of the time. Like, I'm getting to really see history captured in its unadulterated form, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these videos that are remastered, they're touched up certain things, and I think it sounds good and sometimes great. But the hissing and the in an old record, it just gives it something that I love. I love that. Like, I wouldn't mind hearing all of these things out of it too, maybe remastered and stuff. But there's something special. It's like, I don't drink, but like aged wine or like a aged steak, or, how it just gives it that extra, like, oh, this is nice. Yeah. Anyways, you'll hear it. Or you won't hear it, his vocals, because they're so low. Hold up. Hold up. Can I get a beat, club? Can I get a beat down? Now, it sounded like they were fading it in, like, because as his vocals got there. So that was interesting. I don't know. Maybe it isn't as authentic as I thought. Maybe they wanted it to sound like that and it got faded in. I don't know, but I enjoyed that. And I actually, dude, I haven't heard anything from Joe Walsh that I haven't liked, to be honest. I'm sure I'll hear something where I'm like, oh, that doesn't really resonate. Even the story, he's like saying, essentially the messaging in this is you don't want to work things out. You always want drama and you just walk away. You're not willing to work for this. And that's what he's saying. It's like a relationship joint. Which is true. We've all been with someone who's just been on some bullshit. And that's what he's talking about. That is what he's talking about. Bruh, I'm here for it. That was James Gang, Walk Away. It's actually a first-time reaction to James Gang. I'm familiar with Joe Walsh, and that's what brought us here. Technically, you guys brought us here. Because the overwhelming response for Eagles material is crazy on this channel. So I feel y'all, man. When excellence arrives, excellence appears. Yeah, James Gang. I'm actually tripping that he's so good from the inception, because he's one of the members that's still alive, right? Or no? Because I know Don Henley, he's the gift that keeps on giving. But yeah, Joe Walsh, I don't know if he's still here. I think he is. Imagine him playing that good and sounding that good then and still sounding good. Mind blown. 40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ boys.